Okay, so I think we are online. Let me check YouTube. I'm not sure if we are restreaming to YouTube. Yes, we are. Okay. So let me open YouTube here. Let me. Okay, so now. Okay, so now I have the chat from YouTube in another window. You have quick and easy PineScript questions, just choose them. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so now I have YouTube chat and TradingView chat, just in case someone wants to say something. I have them here, and I also have the YouTube stream, so we should be able to start. Okay, so yes, so this is Polish in the Zignaly PineScript library, which is designed to profit sharing 2.0 part 6. Okay, so what we need to do is to improve the input sections, and later on we will polish more the library. And I mean, actually what we are polishing right now is the Rucker Zignaly template, which is this is the example script that uses the library. So we need to polish this so that it's perfect, so that we can publish it in Zignaly and doesn't seem like something that is trash. Okay, so here we have the Zignaly template, and I'm going to show you how the inputs work right now. If yeah, here it is. So this is the library, and the settings are here. Okay, so I have already made all of these settings better, so that they have their own section, so that they take much less space than they took before. Okay, and now we are left with all of these lines, which needs to be also polished a bit. Okay, so yeah, let's go. So these settings here, which are actually settings of Zignaly, so they should be here on the top, so that it's everything about Zignaly. So this is the webhook change, which we don't need to change at all. Change type, yes, we can change this. So we are going to move all of this to the top and then polish from there. Okay, so here on the top, I think I'm going to have take profits input, so that I can copy some stuff from here, and on the bottom buffer I'm going to edit. Okay, so around here I have the Zignaly inputs. So the idea is to price decimal edits. Yeah, so the idea is to take all of these here. Okay, Zignaly email. We just cut this and we move it here on template inputs. Yeah, so we move this here so that we are on Zignaly inputs. By the way, we should be using Zignaly inputs, and that's it. So this should be here, up here. We have Zignaly inputs and we have all of this. Okay. So let's see what we have here. So first of all, we've got the Zignaly alert type, which can be a webhook or an email. So as of Profit Sharing 2.0, they have removed the email option. So this is always webhook. So what we are going to do is we are going to set this to webhook directly. Okay. Yeah, we could remove it altogether, but it's it means that we have to change some stuff on the library or whatever, and we don't want to do that. We just want to use this with the default values. So that means that everything here, so email webhook that was used here is no longer needed. We just need this to be set to webhook. So let's remove all of this. Let's keep the webhook. Okay, the next thing we have is the supported exchanges. So before Profit Sharing 2.0 or before Profit Sharing 1.0, you could connect to KuCoin, Binance, to Zignaly itself, and now it's always Zignaly. If I'm not mistaken, you can choose not to what's the name, you can choose you are not supposed to choose the market, the exchange, because it's always the same thing. So this is going to be the same thing, so we have less settings. So this Zignaly exchange, which is in a string, should be set directly to Zignaly. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. So it should be as easy as doing this like this. So now we can remove all of this, and we have Zignaly by default. Okay, so now we have we can choose between a spot and futures. This is something that it's kept here. So yeah, maybe we could put this. These are strings. Okay. Okay. So everything here, exchange type, we can put it in a single line, yeah. So, but however, this is from the group Zignaly, so we need to have these options here. So group Zignaly, and this is going to be Zignaly exchange type, so that it's in a single line, and the full value is going to be futures, because that's what we use by default. So yeah, so the full is, let me see, default is futures. So let's copy and paste this here so that it's futures. Nice. The next line is leverage, but before doing that, what I want to do is to move the back comments, the back option to the downside, to the, what's the name, to the bottom, because I think it's the right place where to put this. To the back is always at the bottom, because you are not always going to use it. You are almost never going to use it. You know what I mean? Okay, so me see. Okay, so spot and futures. Yeah, so now we have the leverage, which it's something that you force into Zignaly, so that's why it's a Zignaly option. So yeah, just add this to the group to the leverage. So I think we should be good like that. So this is going to be Zignaly leverage, and the default is going to be 1. Default 1. Okay, nice. 1x. You know what I mean? So let me check all of these titles so that they are. So exchange type. This is going to be futures, and this is going to be leverage. So this is leverage X, mean leverage. Yeah, leverage, that's it. I mean, you cannot have 1.5 leverage, that's why this is integer. And yeah, we use bar because this only needs to run once. We don't need to run this always, so that it's nice for the system, TradingView system. Okay, I think we are okay. So default 1 and default 1x and yeah, exchange. Yeah, okay, I think we are done. Let's try and see how everything looks in here after all of these changes, and we will save the changes here. Okay. Okay, so now we have some inputs that we can check. So we should have them here. So exchange type, which is futures or a spot. Leverage, which by default is 1x. Then the back are comments. I think we could move this to the right and I mean, we could have this in a single line, isn't it? Although leverage, exchange, I mean, there are different stuff. Okay, so we have more space here for more stuff. Number of decimal digits for price, maximum number of decimal for contracts, capital quote, capital percentage. Maybe we could put everything here on MISC, although I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what we are going to do. We are going to move everything into MISC. So we are going to have a new section. Wait a moment. We should add here this. So this is going to be something of improvement. So this is a Zignaly section improvement. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's think about this. Now we should have some MISC inputs, okay? So if I'm not mistaken, what I want to do is having something like that. So this is MISC inputs. So contract maximum decimal number, and this is 2 recent minutes. Yeah. So let's copy from the top what we want to copy and paste, which is all of this here. I mean, we also want to copy the tooltip, but this tooltip is quite big, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. Okay, so here we have this. So let's say that this is the MISC group. This is going to be MISC 1 because I don't want to do anything fancy. And this is going to be that the default value is 2. Maximum of decimal digits for prices 2. This is the title. Okay. And this is going to be similar. So now I can copy and paste this and say this is missed 2 because it's another line where we can remove the line altogether. And so the default is going to be 3. There's no need to say that the default is 3 here, and there's no need to say something about decimal. We don't care. Okay, so number of minutes, something something, we can remove this resin here, we can remove the 0, and we can say that the default is 0. So let's try this. So let's copy this here, and default 0, and this is 3. Number of minutes to wait. Okay. So now let's try the new inputs. $275. Apparently we have an error here. Yeah, that makes sense. You cannot put 2 parentheses. Okay, now I should have this MISC section, which I don't know, maybe we can move it to the bottom, but I'm not sure about that. Number of decimal digits for prices, maximum number of decimal for contracts, a number of minutes to wait to open a new order after the previous one has been opened. Okay. What do we have here? Yeah, so this probably should be moved to the bottom so that it's better. So let me check what we have here. Okay, so this is going to be MISC section improvement, because I think it's already done properly. And okay, so default 2, default 3, default 0. And now we're going to move everything from everything MISC related to the end. So that way it's going to be better on the overall design. So move MISC section to the inputs bottom and to the inputs end. Okay, so now we don't have any change. Okay, and going to go on. So yeah, look at that. Bitcoin is going to explode to the upside apparently. But yeah. So let's see what more do we have. Also let's see it here. So we have the MISC, which we have moved, and then we have this capital, percentage, risk management, and so on. This is all about risk management, okay? So we have a library that it's used for all of this. So I think we want to put everything here into the risk management section, okay? But let me go back in 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm back. No questions yet. Okay, never mind. We'll keep going on. Okay, so everything here from B or I mean. How do I remove the white circles on my mic CD? Oh my god. Okay, so now let's work on this. Okay, so we need a new section which is going to be risk management. First of all, yeah, we don't have anything here. So risk management, it's going to be set here. This is going to be risk management inputs. And yeah, it's going to end here. And yeah. Okay, so let's see what we want to do here. So we want to copy and paste the same thing we had before. Yeah, so maybe here on the top we can find out the MISC, because I think it's easier to copy and paste from MISC. Okay, so risk management inputs. Let's focus on this. Capital quote, invested something something. So this is the group. group something something. Okay, so this we can add this here. So the group is going to be risk management in every one of these settings here. Okay, so the line for this is this is capital quote or percentage. I'm not sure if we want this on different lines or not. Okay, so capital quote, yeah, let's have different lines. So the default is 100. So here we can say capital quote invested per order in USDT units. So this is going to be USDT units per order. Okay, that's much more easy to understand what the hell does that mean. So this is going to be and this is going to be capital percentage invested per order. Yeah, that's right. Capital invested per order, and we use a percentage here. So this by default, this is 25. So let's write this properly. Where the hell is this? Here. Okay, here it is. So risk management, capital percentage. Like this. Okay, so the default capital percentage is 25%. So let's write it like that. So now we have capital invested per order in percentage, and thanks to the tooltip we can understand that it's 25%. The default is that value there. And we have a problem because this is not used by default, so I need to clarify it. So in order to do so, I need to go deeply into the risk management library. So let's bring out the risk management library, which is somewhere. So here we have scripts, and here we have libraries. So this is the risk management library. Okay, so this needs to be moved to the right because I prefer so. Okay, and here let's open this too. Okay, perfect. Let's show lines just in case it's better. Okay, so yeah, so this is the risk management library, which I should convert into risk management library, and that's it. So we have a lot of options here. Okay, so maybe we can open this on the top and then work around on the bottom what we have here. Okay, so the first thing is the capital quote. So the capital quote is used if I'm not mistaken, this is used as an input here, or not. So entry quantity, current capital, risk management. Okay, so this this library has main function, which is this one here, advise entry quantity. Okay, look at that type. So type should be using, here it is, custom quantity. So custom quantity is whatever is set here, but it depends on what you have set before. You've got one thing or the other. So I'm not sure I am ready to explain how this works, because I don't remember it very well. So let me keep this here. So we have the risk management inputs. So we are interested of this capital quote. Let's search for it on the bottom. Let's find what's happening here. So apparently if you use a custom risk management or a forced risk management, you always use the same entry quantity. The difference is that if so if you are a copy trader, you are going to use a percentage, but if you are not a copy trader, you're going to use this same quote. However, in profit sharing 2.0, okay, we can okay, so where the hell is this? So what we want to write down here is repurpose capital quote in Zignaly exchange. I mean, this probably is something that you want to do. I'm not sure what to do. Where trading strategy, yeah. Okay, so probably here. I'm not sure about the order, but repurposing in capital in Zignaly exchange so that you can use it as amount instead of a percentage. Okay, let's move this into MD, because otherwise this is not funny. Look at that. Now we should be able to say something like this. Nice. We can have all of this like this. Okay, yeah, so I want this like this. Okay, so now we have this default 100. So this means that deprecated. This was used by, this could be used as a signal provider to force a given quote to Zignaly. A given quote capital known to Zignaly. We need to repurpose it for the profit sharing amount new amount option, and so this is to do. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Now we have a nice tooltip here to understand what the hell is capital quote. Deprecated and ignored. Okay, so the next thing is capital percentage. Capital percentage invested for order. But this capital percentage, if I'm not mistaken, it's only used if you are using something. So here, capital percentage is used to define entry quantity. Okay. So entry quantity is being used if you are custom or forced. And you can see it here, like how, so the type, so if you have the usual safe compound type, this is not used at all. But if you use custom or force, you're going to use custom quantity. So this needs to be explained here. Okay, so sets to a 20, sets each order quantity to the percentage of the initial capital. I mean the difference, yeah, I mean this is doing the same thing, but I think the custom forced have difference. So sets its order quantity to the percentage of the initial, to this percentage of the initial capital. So default 25%. Okay, so that's the explanation for these two settings. This is going to be inside risk management. Okay, so everything here also is related to risk management. So let's go on and work on all of this. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure how to do this. So here the rest of the stuff that we have here is risk management type. So type of management, which they should probably go into a same line. But this is going to be maximum loss per day, week, month, and we have it in a row because other way doesn't make sense. So this is going to be let's see. So this is going to be type, because we are on this group about risk management. Do we have something smaller? No, we don't. Let's copy and paste all of this, even if it's too much. So yeah, here we need a big explanation, otherwise this is not going to be... What the hell is this? Okay, so here we have the option. So this is going to be risk management, and this is going to be risk management type, which is in a single line. And so default, it's going to be what we do sometimes, what we do other times, which is just reuse the string definition, string variable, and now we should be able to write a lot of stuff, which is yeah. So the first one is, okay, let's do it this like that. So the first one is save. Okay, so save means, okay, so save means using always the same percentage, same initial capital percentage. Wonder if we can do something like this. Is it going to work properly or not? Okay, let me see if this is used or not in any of this. Okay, so now we can take a look at our changes. So risk management, USDT units, USDTs. Maybe we can just remove units. USDT per orders and capital invested per order and 20%. Type. Let's see how. Okay, so apparently we can have we can decide where to put the enter, so that's nice to know. However, I have seen something about having two full stops here, which is right. Yeah, okay. So probably here we should be able to use this thing about using several. So if you use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it means that the line keeps going on. So that's nice to have if you always, if you sometimes want to make stuff easier to read. So this is what we're going to do here, so that it's easier to read everything here. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need one more. So as compound, this is somewhat safe compound. So this is use always the same initial capital percentage. So use always the same percentage, but apply it to the current capital. That's it. That way, if the capital goes down, you are having less capital, and if it goes up, you're going to have more capital. That's explanation. Okay, so the next one is non, which is none. So use always. Okay, now use the same capital, use the same percentage. Use the same percentage applied to the initial. Okay, let's see if we can write this down so that it makes sense. Use the same percentage but applied to the initial capital. Use, wait a minute, use percentage? Maximum loss per trade. Apply maximum loss per trade percentage to the initial capital. And here we have apply maximum loss per trade percentage to the current capital. So known is use your total percentage. Wait a minute. This is going to be difficult to explain because use your total capital. Okay, so your order will use your total capital. And here you can say your order will use such quantity so that when hitting the set stop loss then it is only going oh my god. So we have non-custom enforced. Yeah, okay. So this is custom enforced. Let's see if I can understand. So if I can explain whatever, because right now it's quite difficult for me to understand. So no. Okay, so your order will use such a quantity so that when hitting the specified stop loss, then it is only going to suffer the maximum loss per trade percentage. Settings. Okay, your order will use such a quantity so that, okay. So let's try to write this. Quantity is automatically chosen. When the stop loss is hit, you are only going to lose maximum loss percentage. What the hell is this? Maximum loss per trade. The maximum loss per trade setting applied to the initial capital. Applied to your initial capital. Okay. And now I should be able to copy and paste this down here and say to your current capital. Your order will use quantity will be your total capital. Orders, okay, yeah, quantity. Custom, forced. Yeah, I don't know why custom and forced. Entity quantity, so force quantity. Yeah, this is going to be quantity will be whatever it is set on what, on where will be set. Quantity will be set based on capital invested per order. I think that's the right thing, isn't it? Capital invested per order, which is a capital percentage, because this is not used. And this one is the same thing, because I don't know. I think that the idea is that they have a difference, but you know, I'm not sure about this. So one is 25% of the initial one, and the other one is the the related to the, yeah, maybe we can take a look at the library and see if we have any difference, but we have no difference. Yeah, so I'm not sure about this. Okay, let's try this, because we have done a lot of changes and I'm not sure how this is going to be shown here. Oh my god, Bitcoin seems to fall to the downside. 277. Yeah. So apparently it doesn't like what we are doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aren't we using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here? Okay, yeah, what we can do, maybe it's easier to do if no. So tooltip should end here, which is right. Okay, let's find out somewhere here, like PineScript line continuation, line wrapping. I mean, yeah. Oh my god. Seriously? Do not use comments. Okay. Any statement something must begin with one of several different might be brighter. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So you can use 3 if you want to. So it needs to be different than 4. Statement site of user function. Okay. Okay, I understand. So this needs to be this needs 4 spaces more. So I can use just 1 if I wanted to. However, I'm not sure this is working as expected, because I am supposed to be able to use 5 spaces, and oh wait, this one was not right. Okay, let's try like this and see if it helps at all. So apparently we have managed to do this properly, so this is nice, if you ask me. Okay, so now where the hell is the risk management? I have lost it. Risk management. Okay, here it is. So USDT units per order, capital investment per order. Type. And here we should have something big. So save. So I wonder if we can use bold and some stuff here so that you can see this better, but I don't think so. So save, somewhat safe compound, non-force default. Let's try and see what happens with some HTML. I am curious. So save. So we should be able to do something like that. And now something like this. And we have some HTML. And I wonder if this is going to work at all. Let's see what we have right now. Okay, risk management. No, we don't have highlight. So I wonder, do we have an option to move this into capital letters or not? So here, do I have an option of setting everything to capital letters? Lower. Yeah, so is there upper? Yeah, okay, so we can use str upper so that everything is better here and I don't have to do anything on my side. So let's see if this does not explode at all. Okay, so str upper custom forced. Okay. So let's copy this and okay, so now we should have all of the options for this type in capital letters so that it's easy to read. And yeah, somewhat safe compound is the default one. I'm not sure we have to put this on capital letters. So safe means that the quantity is automatically chosen, so maximum loss per trade setting applied to initial capital. Quantity will be your total capital, your current capital. Yeah, so we can say something like quantity will be your current total capital. Okay. This is nice, but we need to wait a minute. Why do I have this here? Risk management type. Oh yeah, because we have to convert this into something else. Okay, so probably we want this like this so that we have this here. Then you've got the maximum loss per trade. And so yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Please bear with me. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah. Okay, so this maximum loss per trade needs to be in its own line. I'm going to use this here and going to multiply everything here to 001 now that we are here. So this can be used here. I think it's better to do it like this. I prefer to multiply than to make a division. Okay, so here we want to have something similar to this thing here. So risk management per trade, it's here. So this is risk management. This is going to be risk management maximum loss per trade, and this is going to be that the default is 1%. How much of your initial or current capital you want to lose as maximum per trade? So this default one. It only works in okay, let me see. It only works in the safe mode, in safe type, and in compound time. Yeah, that's it. Okay, 3 viewers. Welcome to the YouTube. Oh, damn it, 286. So I have managed to do something wrong here. So I guess I have messed up with the ticks. Yeah, so save plus type in something and type okay, so let's copy everything here. Let's go here. Try including the version of Pine. Input type. Oh my god, this is the same thing again. Yeah, look at that. I have managed to forget this. Okay, So now this should work properly, and hopefully the explanation is good enough. For viewers in YouTube, thank you for watching the stream. Say something on the chat if you want PineScript advice or whatever, you can ask here. Okay, so now let's take a look here. So the type that we did before, and here we should have an explanation. Okay, so how much of your initial current you want? It only works in safe type and in sub-1 safe compound type. Default is 1%. Okay. This needs to be modified so that we don't have where the hell is this? So that we don't have so much stuff. So this is maximum loss per trade. Yes, this is a percentage, but that's it. We don't need anything more. And now we have this 3 settings, which I think we can set in a single one setting. So what we need to do is what we need to do is to have this thing here, so risk management and inline. So this is going to be maximum loss per day, let's say day, and I mean, I need to add some options for minutes and so on, but I have not done that yet. So yeah, so every one of them, it's going to be in the same line. That's what we want to do. And the way of doing this is setting up the title on the first one. So this is going to be day, week, month. And we also need tooltip. So let's copy and paste the tooltip, which is not very long, like this one here, so that we can use it on the last setting here. Okay, so the tooltip, it's going to be try not to lose more than 6 try not to lose more than percentage. Then set that, then percentage. Try not to lose more than percentage. So this is default. It's going to be by day, it's going to be 6%. Week, it's going to be 8%. And month, it's going to be 10%. We could make an enter here, but I don't think it's worth it. Try not to lose more than this percentage per period, per choosing period. So this is maximum loss per day, week, month, okay? And so this is a percentage, so let's use percentage. We are only going to have this level of the first of them, and then everything else, the title, it's going to be empty. So let's copy all of this and save here. Let's see what happens. Nice. So now we should have. Wait. Okay, so risk management. So maximum loss per day, week, month. Yeah, this is not in the same line. So let's remove max so that it's easier. Max loss per week. Then you have the tooltip. That explains everything. Okay, let's see. How is this shown here? So there's also an explanation about okay, let me see. Where's the risk management? Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I can remove this per and it's going to work properly. Yeah, and this is day, week, month. And this is going to be, this is day, week. Yeah, that's right. Month. That's it, man. Maximum loss per day, week, month. Hopefully that's good enough. Can we change, improve anything else? Try not to lose more than this percentage per chosen period. Yeah, when the hell is this used or not? Because so we have this maximum loss per day, per week and per month. So if we go here down on the risk management beta script, we can see how you have this like current week capital, and then we have maximum loss per week. So the question is, do we use this somewhere or not? So as you can see here, you've got current week. So if we have more than the loss per week, then we set current week entry quantity to 0. And here we have this thing here. So this is non or forced. Okay. So what we want to do is, if we are not in non or forced, then we set this. So what we want to say in the tooltip is non-forced and custom. Custom is not used. Okay, so custom does something different. Okay, maybe that's the reason why we have custom and forced. Yeah. Okay, so where the hell are we? Try to not lose. Please notice that these settings are ignored when being in. Okay, when being in in what? When being in non, when using non or the other one, which is forced. Let's see how forced. Non or forced types. And yeah, okay, like that. Then you've got this. Please notice that these settings are ignored if you use whatever, and the same thing should happen here. So this is new line. Okay, I think we are done, but let's try and check for the last time if this is working as expected. Thank you for the three viewers, I mean 2 viewers that are in the YouTube channel, and hopefully some other viewers on TradingView. Okay, so what the hell do we have right now? So risk management, please. This needs to be made smaller. I mean, I'm going to remove maximum loss. I'm going to remove this pair, and it's going to work properly. Let's see what we have here. Try not to lose more than this percentage per chosen period. Please notice that these settings are ignored when using non or false type. Default, day, week, month. Yeah, that's right. Let's remove the per, and hopefully this is going to show properly here. Maximum loss, day, week, month. Okay, once it compiles, we will be able to check if everything... Oh wait, I'm showing this thing here. Why will I need to show the chat here? Okay, let's see what we have. Risk management. Wait. Oh, because we have 3 of them, then this thing here. So maximum loss per trade, maximum loss, yeah, so this is going to be interesting. We want everything in single lines. This is going to be let's try like this, and then let's find out if it's good enough or not, because I am not sure this is going to work even if I do this quite smaller. Hopefully Bitcoin is going to the upside. Let's see what we have here. Risk management, please. Okay, so maximum loss per trade. and per day, maybe we can say here, and per, yeah, it's the same thing. So maximum loss per trade and maximum loss per day, week, month. And here you can say try not to lose more than this percentage per chosen period. Okay, so I think we are done with the risk management part here. Yeah, probably we could say that these are the faults, and you can have every one of them different lines so that it's everything, it's quite nice. But I'm not sure. I am not sure if this is worth it, but let's try it. Okay, only one viewer in YouTube. Let's see what we have here with the risk management. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we should probably move the fold. Yeah, so let me write this down. So we should probably say that, I mean, use the ternary and then use these things so that all the defaults start in their own line. Yeah, okay, so I think we are done with risk management. So let's save this. So risk management, look at this. Let's take another, take a look at this. Units per order, capital investment invested per order, type, maximum loss per trade, and this thing here. Okay, so now we can say something like risk management section inputs, input section improvement. Okay, what more do we need to improve here? So we have ATR volatility protection. Okay. Yeah, so we have a lot of options here. Okay, come back in a minute. Okay, so let's take a look. So here we have the ATR volatility protection, which is something that help us not to open trades. Okay, And this needs to probably, so if we enable this, we should be able to use all of this in a single line. And I'm not sure if we can use 4 of these inputs in a single line and then having so I cannot see anywhere when we use 4 of these inputs. I'm not sure if this is even possible. Okay, so let's try and see what happens, but I don't think this is going to work at all. So we have enable and we also have show. So this should probably be in the same line, so that, I mean, something similar to this. Use show without the default values. Yeah, so let's work on the ATR volatility protection. Where the hell is the template here? So 200 something. Okay, so here you have the volatility protection. Okay, so this is volatility protection inputs. Where the hell are you? This is going to be volatility protection inputs. Okay, and yeah, okay. So here on the top I can copy and paste some tooltips or whatever I need. Let's work on this volatility protection inputs. Okay. Okay, so I think what we want to do is we want to use enable and show, and that's it. So first of all, we need group, line, and tooltip. So hopefully we can use something that it's easier than what we had. Okay, we already have the groups, so we should be using an inline. So this is going to be ATR volatility protection. ATR volatility protection something. Enable. So the other one here, it's going to be also here, and then you just want to have the tooltip not here but on the last one, which it's going to say default false and default false. That's it. We don't need, maybe we need this in a single line. So this is going to be enable false and show false. This is going to be defaults. Yeah. So that means that we can remove this false value here. Enable and show. Okay. So once we have this single line here with enable and show, we should be able to. Okay, so now ATR volatility protection, we have a line similar to this one, so use show. And then here you have yeah, this so here we have the ATR values, which is for 14 and close. So this is the length and the source. Yeah. So this is going to be what the hell is this going to be? $14 and close, minimum, maximum. Yeah, that's a good question. Do we want this in a single line? We have set that no. So maybe we can set this that this is ATR. Okay, maybe we can say that this is ATR. Look at that, ATR volatility settings. So ATR volatility ATR, and the ones that we have here are going to be ATR volatility min max. That's right. Okay, so what we are missing here is the tooltip. Let's add this somewhere. So for these two ones here, tooltip, it's going to be length is 14 and source is close. That's it. Nice. Now this is going to be length source being ATR. This is going to be ATR. That's right. And here we don't have any title. So here we have something similar. So we want the tooltip that we can set to the default values. Okay. So the default values are going to be minimum, which is going to be 1.10, and maximum, which is 2.0. Okay, and yeah, why is this in red? That's a good question. Yeah, because it's number. Okay, so min max, I don't think we need to use minimum maximum. No title here, and okay, let's try minimum maximum because I'm curious to see if you can do this. Let's save this. Okay, so strategy tester, and let's see here. Stop loss, break even, risk management. Okay. Minimum, maximum. Defaults, length 14, source close. Defaults, minimum. Yeah, these are percentages. Well, let me fix this. So minimum, maximum with percentages, and here this is also a percentage. And what I want to fix too is this enable typo. Okay, so now I am alone watching this in YouTube, and I don't know what's happening in TradingView. Okay, let's see if this finally makes some sense. So ATR volatility protection, now you have enabled show with the default values. The ATR, it's going to be with this length and this source, and minimum, maximum percentage. So this is perfect. Okay, more and more we have less and less lines, and this is not so big. Yes, you have a lot of settings that you can choose to modify. So take profit, stop loss, break even, risk management, but more and more we have less settings, which is better. Less lines, because it's easier to understand everything. So let's say volatility protection, input section improvement. Volatility protection, input section. Yeah, okay. Let's go. What more can we do? Let's take a look at the next settings. So we were playing with, where the hell are we? ATR volatility protection. Okay, this is we open or not. Then we've got enforce higher time frame. Enforce higher time frame trend. Okay. So here it seems that everything is in the right place, but we are not using tooltips. So that means that we have a lot of stuff here that it's showing us which are the default values. While what we want to do is to have everything in tooltip, so that if you want to know if you have changed something, if you are unsure, you can check the defaults on the tooltip. Okay, so this should be enforce, so this should be the same thing. So you enable it or not, and you show it, and then everything without comments here, and then yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so the first line needs to be the same thing as the volatility protection. So let's work first with enforce higher time frame trend inputs. Okay, this is a bookmark so that we can understand what we are doing here. So this is going to be exactly the same thing. So we want to copy and paste the tooltip, which should be used after show here. So enable and show. So this is going to be enable and a show. Nice. Okay, so then we've got the time frame offset, which should also use some tooltips to explain what the hell is this all about, because it's not easy to understand. So these are the time frame is by default this is 1 hour, and this is the offset. This is going to be 0 bars by default. So this is time frame offset. That's it. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is from the same line, so I need to set this tooltip on this last line. So this needs to be together so that we see that it's the same line. Okay, then we have the types, which I am not sure I want to change anything. So the types are like this. Yeah, so what we want to use is fast NA and slow NA with I mean, this could be used, we could have a type so that we have crossing emmas and whatever, but so far it's not needed. Okay, so what we need here are the defaults. So let me see. The defaults are going to be used here. So defaults are going to be, what the hell is this? Emma type. So this is type Tepa type. It's going to be BMW aim by default. Then you've got length, which is 10, and then you've got source, which is close. Source close. Yeah. Okay, so the same thing needs to be done. Needs to be done on the slow MA. So this is the same thing, but the only things that change is that this is 5. This is curious because by default this was Emma, but then this the default is this one here. So we wait a minute. This is not right. BWMA. This is what happens when you don't copy and paste. Okay, so now we should be able to get rid of some of the titles. So here we should be able to use just fast MA, and here it should be only slow MA. Okay, so let's copy this and let's try to copy and paste. This is concerning because there is no. This is very weird because there is no big movements to the upside. I mean, to the downside, but the price is going down every time. So I'm not sure what the hell is going to happen here. Probably some explosion of some sort. I'm not sure towards which side. Okay, so enforce higher frame. Let's see. So enable show. This is by default like this. Yeah, look at that. Type, length, source. Yeah, this is perfect. It's nice. This is quite nice compared to what we had before. This is quite nice. So this is going to be enforce higher time frame trend. Input section improvement. Okay, 2 hours. Oh my god, that's why I am so tired, because we have been 2 hours online. Okay, so to all other inputs. This is another setting which is quite confusing to explain. So we will probably end with this setting, because otherwise the stream is going to be quite long. But you know. But I mean, how many options do we have here that we have to take a look at? Then we will have to write the documentation, and that's going to be quite boring if you ask me, but the documentation needs to be written properly, because otherwise this is not right. Okay, so to all other inputs, yeah, let's check what we have here. So basically what we want is we want to enable this for long and enable bars. Yeah, we want to enable this for long and close when older than. Yeah, let's do it, and we will stop the stream, because I'm quite tired apparently. So let's write the tooltips, which is the easiest thing to do, and then we will figure out the rest of it. So the tooltips for all of this is, so we want everything in the same line. I mean, we are probably, yeah, we are probably in the same line. So the tooltip is already here, but let's write it here. So the defaults are so the explanation is close when the order is older than the number of bars and less than the specified percentage. Specify the stop loss percentage, and you can use negative values in order to have something similar to a break even. Okay, so the defaults are bars number, it's going to be 6. Okay, and then a stop loss percentage, mean a stop loss, yeah, stop loss percentage is going to be 1.20, and then we don't have anything more. Okay, so the tooltip here, we don't need it anymore. That's why we did that. Title. So title, this needs to be empty too. So we need enable needs to be. We need to say that enable is false. Enable false by default. So this needs this like that, and yeah. So now this title is going to be L, and that's it, because this is about long. Okay, so let's see how it looks. We will do the same thing with a short. Okay. Okay, look at that. It seems that there is some movement in Bitcoin, but I'm not sure if it's good enough, if you ask me. Okay, let's try and see what we have here with the old orders stuff. 2 old orders. So you have L. And here you can read close when the order is older than the number of bars and less than the specified stop loss percentage. You can use negative values in order to have something similar to break even. And so the defaults are enable false, type bars, bars number 6, and stop loss 120%. So this needs to be fixed a bit. So we have type, which I have. So everything else seems fine to me. So let's try to do the same thing down here. So we have this tooltip. Group inline. So here we have the tooltip, which I'm going to copy and paste. So bars number is going to be 6, and the stop loss for short is going to be 0.60, because that's what we have by default, and that's it. So the tooltip, we remove it because we know that we don't need it, and let's see. So the rest of it is the title needs to be an S, and close when the order is older than so the titles. Okay, let's see if we can end this here. Okay, so this is saved. Where the hell are the two all orders? So two all orders. So here it explains everything. Enable false, parse number 6, stop loss 120%. So close when the order is older than the number of bars and less than the specified stop loss percentage. You can still use negative values. You can use stop loss negative values. You can use a stop loss negative values in order to have something similar to a break even. That's right, we don't need to change to test this change. Yeah, this is long and short. I mean, do I have to explain it? Yes, I have, because I mean, because people. Okay, so long, and this is I think that Bitcoin is going up, but I am not sure if you ask me. I am not sure. Okay, let's see what we have now. Long short, and as I am stupid, we don't have this long short, so the defaults here. Yeah, we should be able to copy and paste this like this. Okay. Okay, let's do like that. So we are missing some more inputs like this one here. RSI protection. The curriculums and lines also can be improved a bit. Not too much, but a bit. And everything else. So we have a lot of stuff to improve. This is never going to end, so this is too old order input section improvement. Okay, so let's try to bump the version. This is going to be a 18, and this is going to be 18 and 18. Yeah, let's try this just in case. It does not build at all, but it should compile properly. Okay, so add this, then bump version to 18. Let's add attack. Let's push everything here. It push origin main. Okay, so now I should be able to find version 18 from this template, which I'm going to use. I'm going to put on the YouTube video, because I'm not sure I can put this on the TradingView one. Once I understand if I can do it, I will do it. I mean, I don't think I can edit the stream, if I am being an honest one, once it is online, so it's not something that I'm going to be able to do in any way. I mean, yes, I can do it. I can change the settings once I am streaming. Okay, but anyway, I have it here, so this is nice. And I think we have finished for today. So we need to continue to work on improving the different sections. Then we might be able to use this ternary condition to check if an action is enabled or disabled. No, this is not a good idea, because once you use it, this is the default, so this is not a good idea. But yes, we need to go around all the defaults value to have this like this. Okay, yeah. So this is it for today. So we have managed to improve the library so that it's better. Not the library, the record Zignaly template, so that it's the inputs are much better written than before. So thank you very much for watching the stream. Bye.